your boy Fly Shady Ray. You know my name, you know my gang, and I'm doing what I usually do, talking that talk. And I'm not at an undisclosed location, as you can see. I'm at the corner, and I'm here with Chelsea Charles, the owner of Vinci Clothing, Lil'Berated, the other AKA the artist. And then I'll just let her introduce herself, and then obviously we'll do what I usually do and talk that talk.
For sure. I mean, well, Chelsea, as you said before, a lot of people know me as Vinci or Your Vinci. Vinci Love Club, that's the clothing line, you feel me? Shout out to the tee, shout out to the trucker hat, you feel me? All good stuff. But as he also mentioned with the music, Lil'Berated, we can get into that later as well, the meaning behind that and everything. But
I want to.
I mean, yeah, it's just everything has a mood.
yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay. So on the way over here, we talked about a lot, honestly. And I mean, but that's what the TTT podcast is about. I even mentioned earlier while we were coming over here that it's not about we're not here to only discuss your talent. We're not only here to discuss your artistry. And because you're more than that. I mean, I'm and not just because you're more than that. Artists are more than that. They always get treated like an item. They get treated like like one thing. And when you're way more than that. And this is what TTT podcast is here, and this is what it's about. So that's I definitely wanted to continue to push that narrative with the conversation because I want to. I mean, not only just for us, but for the audience as well, because I want them to know what they're when they come to TTT podcast what they're getting. It's not gonna. If you want to hear about their music, go listen to it. Go to
for sure.
I mean, that's
literally
it's that simple. If you want to know about you're gonna know about the person. You know what I mean? You're gonna know about the person. So
I mean, that makes it fun in my opinion, versus just talking about like what everybody expected or what you already have out. Like, get something that's outside of that.
Right.
A different perspective.
Takeaways.
Yeah, for sure.
Who is Chelsea Charles? Let's start with you, the person.
I'm very humble. I keep to myself a lot. My birthday is 11/11. I love that. Like,
what's your zodiac? I'm not big at that. So
Scorpio.
Scorpio, okay.
Yeah, but just the numerology behind it, you feel me? Like, it's a lot that's behind that. I do simply put like whatever my heart essentially tells me to do. Not to sound like, you feel me, like a storybook or anything like that, just on some real life. Like, if I'm passionate about it, if I'm moved by it, if I see it and I'm like, oh, I really like this, then I'm going to pursue it in some form or way. I mean, like we was talking in the car earlier, like my parents are from Trinidad. I was born in Brooklyn, but I grew up in Charlotte. I can't tell you nothing about New York. Disclaimer. I'm not even that type of person, I can tell you about Charlotte. I went to West Charlotte all 4 years, you feel me? West Charlotte line, you feel me? Real West Side. So it's just like, all this is like key factors into my life that made me who I am today. But yeah, I just like to make fire shit. What, can I curse? I'm sorry.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Ooh, I was about to say, I don't know how to do this.
This is our shit. This is our shit.
I curse a lot because it just gets the point across sometimes more because you're like, I felt that. But just like, everything, when you ask me who I am, it's just, it's a lot. Like, it's layers to everything. But on the outside of what, I give people, it's just a very humble, I want to work, you feel me, with as many people as possible. Like, if we can cross brand and we work on something together that makes sense. Like, I'm just about finding things that make sense and finding understanding and ways to progress, because I don't like being in the same position for a long period of time.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, some things are cool, having that structure and that balance. And I'm just not saying I don't like balance and stuff like that, because I do. But just I don't want to be in the same position I was a year from now.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It just, I forgot what Romeo, because I had watched the interview of Master P and Romeo on Breakfast Club, and Romeo had made a comment like he don't want to see with the same pair of eyes that he seen with last year.
I mean, yeah.
And I completely understand that. I don't want to continue to see the same things and the same success that I seen last year. Like, I want to see it grow, whether it be baby steps with it or whether it's grand steps.
Yeah.
I want to see the growth. So.
I mean, just like we were saying earlier too in the car, I mean, those mini victories, that's what makes every day better or greater, simply because it don't have to be something on you sold out of every piece. You know, if I drop a collection, I sell out of everything. Oh, I'm excited, trust and believe.
Of course.
The victory of getting the collection from point A to point Z, all those are victories, all 26 steps. You get what I'm saying? So, like, it's the same thing. So, yeah, definitely.
So, I want to take you back to something earlier. You said it just now in the conversation, and you said about the perception that you give people. Talk about the duality of what a creative, and not just a creative, but just humans, honestly, because we all do it. It's not even just that's why I had to correct myself and take away from the creative thing, because we all do have this mask that we put on for whatever reason, because and actually it's for protection. Honestly, it is for protection, because vulnerability is it's a dangerous. Being vulnerable is a very dangerous state. So
definitely
talk to that. I mean,
you know.
For a little bit of this
got to like, as I've gotten older and being in situations and dealing with certain, you know, partners and people, being vulnerable is something that I've grown to appreciate. It's a process, you feel me? But just like, okay, boom, the reason I have Vinci, right, that handles the business, that handles the clothing, handle everything behind the scenes, and I have Lil'Berated, who the public doesn't know. If you know me personally, I'm turned behind the scenes. Like, I have a lot of energy. Like, that's just like presentation is key. You feel me? If you meet me first and foremost, I don't want you to think like, yo, she hyper as hell. You feel like she needs to calm down. It's like you pay attention to a lot. You wonder like, okay, what's going on? Like, what she's doing. It's really just me. I'm going to give the first impression is going to be the best one. And then from there, you'll realize who the person is. But like, yeah, I can't like wait to introduce like every aspect of the artist, simply because it's just like everybody has it in them. I don't think no one person is just one-sided.
Right. Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. You know, like
everybody has a mask.
Nobody's Flat Stanley. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have perception too. You got depth. You got like a story. You got something. And even still, every day I'm learning something more about myself I didn't know before. I'm talking about like I'll wake up one day and I'm like,
no, yes, it's like that. It is like that.
I just started eating shrimp.
Okay.
You feel me?
What made you, being your parents being from the islands, what made you just...
well, growing up, I didn't like the smell of shrimp. It would make me sick.
That's understandable.
I'm talking about I would smell it and I'll be like, but like, you know, growing up, having it different ways, the perception, how it was delivered to me in this, you feel me, format, which was some fire sushi. It was like, oh, no, I like shrimp.
Okay. So you like sushi.
I love sushi.
Okay.
Sushi is fire. I need a sushi sponsorship.
Make it happen. Hey, sushi sponsorship. There
whoever, if you got a restaurant, you feel me, let's cross brand. I'll pull up. You feel me? I just need the special when I come in, and I'll bring you a bunch of guests when I come. It's gonna work out. That's my thing. Like, that's with life. Like, hey, you just gotta shoot your shot. Like, shit's gonna work.
You as I don't know who said it, but as the saying goes, but you missed 100% of the shots that you don't take. So
we're here now.
right. And
simply.
So you already said that you are a multifaceted person.
Definitely.
Just touching on, how did you get into fashion, and like you told me the meaning of Vinci in the car, and I mean, I honestly even knew it prior to that, just because obviously the way that you brand your brand, I mean, you let it be known. You have let it be known before. Exactly. So how did you get into taking that leap of faith and actually saying, I'm going to do this? Because there's a lot of people that say they're going to do it, say they're going to do a lot of things in life. And what got you to say, yo, you know what, I'm going to do it?
Well, to answer the first part of the question, what got me interested, in fashion was my mom. She always taught me, like, from a kid, like, presentation is key. You feel me? Like, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, the first thing somebody does is they see you. So I was always picky about what I wore, et cetera, et cetera. And then, like, buying clothes, like, I'm tall and I'm skinny. So off rip, I'm going to have to get whatever tailored, So I was like, I started learning more about it, got into that aspect of it, then just start finding out, like, wait, it's a t-shirt, it's a print. Go here to get that done. Just, eliminating the middleman essentially. And then on top of that, like I said, I'm very picky. I like certain designs. I like certain things. And I just know what I like at the end of the day. And it's people who like that as well. And if it's an opportunity for something to be done, then do it. And that's why I tell everybody who wants to start a brand or do music or a podcast, anything you want to do, it's not, my key example is it's not one type of apple. We know about apples, but it's not one type, it's not one type of white t-shirt. It's not one color pair of pants. It's so many options because it needs to be options. So do it. You never know. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't take the chance to do my brand, and this also answers the question as well, I started doing it because I was working with other people doing, collaborative ideas, but when you work with people, sometimes your voice gets overlooked, which isn't a bad thing. At the time I started working on the brand, I hadn't established my own personal voice, own personal footprint in Charlotte, none of that. So it's we hear you, but we're going to do this. And I was like, that's perfectly fine. I'm not upset, but I'd rather do this so we can still work, but I'm about to go do my own thing. And it's nothing wrong with that. I'm still working with these people now. You know what I'm saying? So we're that's the homies. Everything is still all love. It's just if you have something to say, you need to say that shit. Talk that talk.
There you go. There you go.
At the end of the day, man, even with the music, like I was telling you in the car, I held on to it for so long because I wanted to make sure I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't want to oh, this sounds cool. Maybe the people nah. I had Zebra. I dropped that February 14, 2019, me and Brio did that song a year prior, 2018. All the songs that's about to drop in April were done between 2018 and 2019, early 2019. So, do it. Take your time. The song, Baby, We Can Do It. Take your time, do it right. I love that song. It's look, it's no reason to rush. The many victories, you taking your step by step doing it, it's going to work. Don't expect nobody to be here. You might run into somebody that throw you an alley. Thank that person and throw somebody else an alley. But don't expect to be oh, you need help with this. Oh, you need help with this. You got to put in the work to do it. And that's the fun part because now I know how to do everything for my brand.
Right. And so,
every aspect.
Have you ever felt boxed in with the clothing brand? Because is Lil'Berated is that a sign and I know what liberated means. Is this your way of freeing yourself from all of the faces that you have given people?
Okay. Let's talk about the name Lil'Berated.
Let's
explain this first and foremost. So let's take it back to 2018-ish. Yeah, 2018, 29, early 2019. Me and Brio, we at my crib. We working on music. Now, I have a tee design that says Lil'Berated. I did this before I started even putting the music out publicly, right? So I'm there. He's working on the beat for the song we're about to do. I think it might have been a song called High Thoughts that we have. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, so I'm typing Liberated, but my hand types Lil'Berated. And I stopped and I look at it at the computer screen, smacked. I'm like, hey, Izzy, come look at this real quick. He look at it. He oh, no, that's your rap name. I said, okay, cool. And then the more I started to pay attention to it, I'm like, wow, that makes a lot of sense because to be liberated is free from all social conforms. At the end of the day, you do what the fuck you want to do.
Yep.
And I was just oh, all right, it makes a lot of sense, So, yeah, essentially exactly what you said. It's just look, my whole thing is, it's rules, and that's cool. It's rules to know how to do it, learn how to do it, and then do it how you want to do it. That's my personal opinion. That's how I do everything. I didn't learn a lot of the stuff the technical way. I learned it from me watching somebody do it, somebody I know do it who's one of the homies here working on Photoshop or working on Logic, and then me testing it myself. So just take that time and do it. Anybody, I always tell them go for it.
So is doing the music helping you again free your just help you give yourself more expressive freedom, I should say?
Of course. Like, I mean, like most people don't know, it's like the thing that started everything, like all this whole creative process is dance. Like, I love to dance. Like, the first song I ever danced to was Touched by Omarion. Like, I remember hearing that song, but when I hear that song in public, I be chilling because it's like, nah, bro, chill. Like, you gotta chill. But it's just like every aspect of art or expression is needed in order for you to fully be yourself. Because if it's something I can't draw out, I may be able to say it. If I can't say it, I can move that shit through my body. If I can't move that shit through my body, I can put it out in a visual perspective for you to understand it. You know, it's like, don't ever be like, oh, I'm just this, or I'm just that, unless you just solely want to do that. Then if that's the case, give your 1,000% to it. But if you want to dibble and dabble, then be an octopus, you feel me? Put 8 arms in every, like, come on.
So you don't believe in the saying, stay in your lane?
I mean, at the end of the day, can't nobody tell you where you're going. So your lane is whatever you want to do. Like, that's me and how I think.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I respect that because I dislike when people say stay in your lane. No, my lane is a lot of things.
I'm respective. Like, if somebody's doing, like, okay, it's a lot of designers out. Like, if somebody's doing a hat design, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, that's fire, and go do a hat design just like it. That's like, oh, come on, you.
Oh yeah,
you know. But like,
of course, don't bite
you,
now. Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
People get all that mixed up and everything, and it's like, I mean, like I said, my perspective is different, but yeah,
I completely agree with that. So with you being an octopus, well, you being an octopus, and also living by that motto. Mm-hmm. What's some things that you do that you don't tell people? I mean, because I know it's a lot to you now.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
I'm sorry. That was such a, like, it's a lot. Just simply because it's like, at the end of the day, like, with social media, like, it's created this energy of feeling like we have to put everything out.
Yep.
I don't want to know everything about everybody.
Yeah.
Let me find out something to be like, wow, for real, versus being like, oh yeah, I know already, because, you know, like, so, like I said, I dance. Like, I love to dance. Like, that, it's just a lot. Like, I mean, I don't know. I like to have fun, which is like typical, but like, I'm always like I laugh a lot. Like, I be out and people see me, like, you know, chilling and like straight face. People say I look intimidated. I don't really realize that. I might be mugging a lot, and I'm sorry, but I don't, like, it's not like me, like, it's just like,
I think you're just a serious person. I don't think that, like, you, well, let me rephrase that. I don't know that because I don't know you enough to say that, but I can say that when I first met you and I've been around you before we've ever had a conversation, you look serious. It's not that you, it's like you give the vibe off that you're not for games. You like to have fun, but you're not for games.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess every point is like straight across then.
Yeah, so that's how I feel that I look the same way, because people always say, "Oh, you look mean, you look mean, you look mean." And I'm like, well, no, I just don't play games. I don't want to give the too friendly invitingness off, because if you are willing to allow anybody to come in your house, anything can happen. That's more, you're more acceptable for things to happen. Yeah. So that's just genuinely how I feel about that part. But I don't know. I mean, how what do you think about that? Let me ask you that. Let's not. I'm
as far as what?
As far as just not well, how can I don't really want to put it in a question form, because basically what I was saying all of that to say was I just lost it now.
You're saying, like, how do I feel about people's perception of just, like, coming off as like a intimidate? I mean, like I said, I understand it, because when I'm out, I'm not like he unless, like, I'm talking to something's funny. Like, I'm thinking about a lot. I'm out, like I said, I have to do every role for my brands with the S at this point now. So it's like I'm like, oh, I gotta do all this stuff, and it's cool, but it's just like my mind doesn't stop working. But like, if I'm out and you come up and talk to me, we can have a conversation. Like, we can talk about whatever. Like, I'm not like mean, but it's very, I don't want to say it's very rare that I go up and approach somebody and talk. But like, if I seen your work on like social media or something and I see you in person, I'm gonna come speak. I'm gonna be like, yo, I love this. Like, I love what you're doing. Like, cause I love seeing fire shit online. Like, that motivates me. Like, that was another one. I love seeing this, you know, cause it's like, it's a lot of fuck shit online, and I filter like who I follow simply because like we can be homies, but if you're not posting things that I find like pleasing, or when I say exciting, I mean like creatively wise, you know, like making me, I don't even think I said that word right, but like just making me feel like I got inspired from it. You know, like I understand every post is not an inspirational post, but it's like I don't want to see a bunch of articles from a fake website.
Yeah, or things that just don't resonate with me. I mean, it's just kind of really that simple. Like,
I will speak to you in public. We could take pictures. We can that, but it's still all love.
I don't think it's anything wrong with that.
But people take it personal. I've had people approach me and like, yo, is everything cool? And I'm like, what?
Because people think, I mean, I think that just in general, social media has made people put their real personal things online, and they don't have that. They're not able to separate the difference between what's that people actually don't do that. People are selective with the things that they put online. Like, that's just, if you go to my Instagram, you literally only see one side of me. I'm funny. I like to take pictures. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally it. And anything else, you have to follow my brands. You have to follow the people that I know. Like, you have to be out here, because I be out here. I mean, I'm not at every event because I don't like to give my energy to a lot of things and a lot of people.
You have to. Come on.
Yeah, and it's just like when I'm at events, honestly, like if it's too many people, I will what's the right word I'm trying to use, but
in a sense shrink back.
I would shrink. Not shrink in a way where I'm intimidated, but it's like, oh, I'm giving it's too much energy in here. It's too many people in here. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Energy is like a bubble. So if you out and it's a bunch of people and you don't want everybody in your bubble, so you can be like,
that's right. That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel you. Trust me.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Look, that's one of the biggest things I have to realize. Like, okay, when I'm out now, I have to figure out. It sounds so funny. What role am I playing today? Am I going out and being Yavinci? Am I Chelsea? Am I Lil'Berated? Because if I go like to an event that's like a party, I can't go and be Chelsea, because Chelsea's for one not gonna be at that party. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm home working, I'm chilling, I'm minding my business. I'm minding my business, but it's just like, if I know I'm about to drop a collection, or I'm dropping pieces down and all this, and I gotta go out and be Lil'Berated or be Vinci, you feel me? Be like hella social, and it's cool, I love it, but that's why I'm just not out at every event, because I personally do not and will not give all of myself to nothing. Like, I have to be balanced. Like, and I don't expect nobody. I want everybody to understand. Like, look, it be times where you gotta be out, but it's times where you need to sit your ass down and hibernate, because your percentile is on like 3%, and you finna tap out, and then ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing for you but yourself. Like, I've been there before, you know, and still had to be out in the fucking public. That was like the craziest time of my life, because like I'm smiling in public and I'm cool, but on the inside I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. Like, I was so close to stop doing the brand because so much shit was going on in my life. I was like, how am I gonna put out a brand, Love Club, like, if everything is opposite in my life right now? You know what I'm saying? But like, shit worked out because we having this interview right now.
Right. Yeah.
You know? So
and
it's a process.
Yes. So, I mean, just to take a little detour, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind speaking about love. So, no, because I mean, you're a very eclectic individual. So, I want to talk about that. No, because I mean, cool. yes.
Yeah, we could talk about it.
Yes, I do.
I love love. That's the best thing in the world.
Me too. I do love love as well. Yes. So, okay. Are you dating?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in a relationship. I love
you in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. How is it being in a relationship as far as role play? Because that's essentially what you're doing when you're in a relationship.
To a certain extent, yes.
Obviously, be yourself. Remain you.
Yeah, I mean, the thing also too, like I said, growing and realizing about relationships. Like, for one, each relationship is going to be different. Like, It don't matter.
I'm so glad you just told me that.
It don't matter what somebody did to you in your past. I'm sorry that happened, but this new person you're dealing with did not do it, and I had to get that through to myself.
I'm glad you're telling me this.
I'll be like, oh nah, this seemed kind of similar, and in my back of my head, I'm like, are you serious? And if this was done to you, you'll be pissed.
Yeah, I got trust issues. Yeah, I got trust issues. So
I'm
Who don't? Yes, I do.
Sometimes you can't trust your own judgment.
That's what, that's why I'm telling you. Thank you for telling me. You speaking for yourself, but thank you for telling me what you're telling me.
Thank you. I'm being serious because, like I tell people, anything I speak on is something I've been through. So, like I said, like with this relationship, it's a lot of like her having to tell me, like, look, okay, I understand, because okay, growing up, if it would be an issue going on, right, something happened, we don't really talk about it. We just ignore that shit, let it happen, boom. Like, and I'm sure it wasn't just my household. You feel me? It happens. Like, we gonna forget about that shit and move on. And she be like, nah, what the fuck is up? You just tell me right now. We're not about to act like this shit. And then, cause me, I guess I'm a Scorpio, so like, okay, let me break down the horoscope a little bit more because all that shit matters. I don't care what nobody tells you. The moon controls the fucking ocean water and all that and the seas. So if you think it don't control us and we're 75% water, you tripping. You motherfucking tripping. You get what, bruh? I'm saying, look, I don't say none of this online on Twitter because that's too much to text and type.
I'm with you.
But look,
I'm
so
with
like,
you 1,000%.
So
yes.
I have a Scorpio sun and a Gemini moon. So essentially, that is hot and cold energy on both sides. When I care, I care. If I don't, I don't.
I'm a Gemini.
But at the same time, sometimes I be flipping back and forth. I be like, I kind of care, but then fuck that shit. But I kind of care, but then fuck that shit. And it's just like having to be balanced. So saying all that is like, if it's an issue, sometimes I shrink back. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'll get hella quiet.
That's the Gemini in you. I'm gonna tell you that.
I'm here and I'm hella passive, and I'm like, I'm gonna leave the room. I'm gonna go do something that I done tweeted before and got called out, and I was like, "You right? That was goofy. I'm sorry," because it's just like this relationship is teaching me like, hey, all that shit is we're adults. Let's handle things like adults. If there's something that needs to happen, and say it, but also at the same time, it's very progressive. Like I thoroughly enjoy this shit. Like even how everything happened from like. Because I'm not going to hold you, like I said, I'm a lover. So, like, before this happened, like, I was not actively pursuing, but I was talking to different people, and it was all, like, dubs. Like, one person.
Look, that's
Look, oh, my gosh. This don't make no sense to me. I was told.
Still sting a little bit.
It's just confusing because it's like, okay, let me explain it, and you give me your.
Okay, I'm listening.
I was told that I make them want to do too much in relationships. Like, because I have so many brands and I'm working and actively pursuing my dream, and they just wanted to chill and relax. And I said, dodge the bullet.
No, yeah,
like, at first it hurt because I'm like, so you mean to tell me all the times it didn't happen and the one time it lined up, it's cool. I didn't argue. I said, I cannot be upset with you for doing what's best for you.
Yeah, because, I mean, that sounds like a very unmotivated person. I mean,
what?
because the least that you could do in the situation. I'm going to speak now. Look.
Talk that talk.
The least that a person can do when they're dating a creative and you're not a creative is support. You don't have the pressure of wanting to be in. First of all, the pressure of competing with somebody that you're dating doesn't make any sense at all. Mm-hmm. Like, you're dating. You're supposed to be a team. You're not team. You're not ops. You're not. You're supposed to be a team. So, telling me that. Because this hits me hard too, though. It hits me hard too.
I ain't never
telling me that my light is too bright for you is it's hurtful, yo.
I said I respect it. I cannot be upset, and I wasn't. Like I said, it hurt my feelings because it's like this is like we went to high school together, but at that time, like I was with somebody else. So I'm not that type of person to be like all that razzle dazzle. It's like no, because if it's done to me.
No,
I feel what I'm saying. Like respectfully, so I don't even move that way. But it's just like she's happy now, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I seen, and
hopefully,
like, hey,
hopefully, because
I hope you found your speed. If we're not on the same type of time, that's cool. I'm not tripping.
She need to get in the right lane. She not the left lane. You're not the left lane driver.
hey, man. All I'm saying is, what I'm in right now is where I should be. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like, and just like you said, with dating a creative, you have to realize, like, it comes with a certain territory. And thankfully, she also has her own shit going on as well, too.
You come with a lot of territory.
Bro, like, she breaks me out of my shell, which is a good thing. Because it's not like it wasn't time to grow.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
When usually anything breaks out of its shell, it's growing.
Thank you.
Anything.
Thank you. That's
so
my point.
No, I know.
Yes,
I'm just hitting it home.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Look, I want to make sure you was understanding what I was saying.
Yes,
exactly.
That's exactly what I'm. Yes.
I mean, I appreciate it. Like, it's like I said, it's where I need to be. It's I don't spend time on nothing if I don't see it progressive. Like, I kept the same energy from the jump, and it's still that same shit. And like I said, like, we all human. We fuck up. If I fuck up, I apologize. Like, as soon as I realize I fucked up, I'm like, my bad.
Do you want to get married?
Whoa.
No. Let me rephrase. Let me rephrase my question. Actually, let me rephrase it.
Okay.
Not do you want to get married to this person? Just in general. What are your thoughts on marriage?
But this is the thing. If we're gonna speak on marriage, like I said, I'm not in anything if I don't see it progressing past surface level or anything like that. If we got to the level of us saying, okay, let's legally tie everything together.
Whew, that's a lot. That's a big thing. I'm gonna tell you. Now you see my thoughts on marriage right now. I'm not tripping,
but like, we financially have to be straight. Because, like, if you in a situation where you have debt and we get married and it like tied over to you now, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I personally want to make sure, like, shit. And that's the thing. If I give a fuck about you enough to, like, do all this extra shit, if that's going to help move you to a better position, then yeah. But, like, right now, I like what we have. You feel me? Like, it's nowhere near that. But, like, could I personally see that happening? If that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I mean, then not even, like I said, not even just to this specific person, because honestly, I mean, just my thoughts on marriage, just to give you a even more broader way on how I wanted to guide this question, because I didn't ask a good question, honestly. Well, I didn't ask it the way that I wanted to ask it.
Yeah.
But like in general, like I'm currently in a relationship. First of all, my thoughts on relationships are very skewed because, first of all, I'm a Gemini. So
I feel you.
I don't like commitment. I'm good on being tied down to rules. It's just uncomfortable for me and to me all my life. I never I'll even say something even more. My parents, they have been married for 36 years. I've never seen my parents not in a marriage. So with saying that, yeah, look, I still don't care about being married because they never pushed it on me.
Okay, I understand. But let me tell you my most recent, because I just thought about this shit like 2 days ago. I'm not about saying a lot to you. So I'm legit. Like fucking legit. So like, okay. With finding somebody, because with marriage, right, that's somebody you're going to spend the rest of your life with, right?
Allegedly. There's this thing called divorce.
They say.
Yeah, there's this thing called divorce that people exercise a lot in this country.
But that's the thing. I don't even, if I'm thinking about marrying you.
No, but I get there, marrying. I'm
aware with you. If I'm thinking about marrying you, then like, I'm not thinking about divorcing you, first and foremost. I don't go into a plan with a B. It's only A. Because I'm putting all my energy towards that marriage. Shit, and like it's you know what I'm saying. So like, damn, what point was I about to say with this? Oh, with picking a partner, right? If that person doesn't help motivate you, like be on you when you need somebody to like yo, what are you doing? Make sure that you are balanced, you feel me, while also still taking care of themselves. Like having that like understanding of saying like, look, You do your thing,
That
I'm gonna do
last
my
part
thing.
you just said was very key.
Because like spending time together is key, but sometimes you gotta leave. You gotta let them fucking.
We're still individuals at the same time.
Stretch and have their own space. You get what I'm saying? It's like I had to learn that because, like I said, I'm a Scorpio. I love love. I love being up under the person because it's just like
that's a little bit that I know of Scorpios.
We together. You feel me? Like, hey, like let's like you might. And it's also if you're my person, the one person I said, look, I'm going to give you all my attention, my affection. Like it come with the territory, but also me growing up and realizing, like, look, you need space your damn self. When the last time you sat down and just didn't have anybody around you to where you can hear yourself think by yourself? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So like if you find that in somebody, like somebody told me a minute ago, somebody's mom. You always gonna find somebody prettier. You always gonna find somebody taller. You always gonna find somebody with more money. But if that person that you're with right now checks off every fucking thing that you personally want, what the fuck you looking for? All that other shit gonna be temporary. Like I'm talking about temporary to where it's like, yeah, they might have a bigger bag, but they can't fulfill your emotional needs. They don't understand your love language. They don't know that when you quiet and you done stomp 3 times, what that mean. You get what I'm saying? Like it's certain shit that just like it's a process, just like everything else with life.
So do you because okay, this is even going further into this conversation because how do you feel about monogamy? Do you feel as though that's something that's for everybody? Is it a choice? How do you feel about that one? The one is it a choice that is your person? Is it more something you're choosing than Cupid's arrow? I should say. And I'm not saying you don't love this person. Honestly,
no. I get you. I get your question completely. I personally feel like it's all subjective to that individual. Me personally, I have been in love before. You feel me? Different levels of it. And I'm fine without those people now. So I feel like the whole thing is like, if it's the whole matching of the energy. We're all going to change on a day-to-day basis. If we can stay on the same type of time consistently, then we can make that shit work. If you don't want to anymore, just tell me. It's going to hurt my feelings. I'm going to be okay.
But it's easier said than done to just tell me.
It is, and I hear that, but at the end of the day, it's not. And the only reason I say that, because if you want to do something, you can.
Oh, yes. That.
So I don't feel like there's no excuses.
Yes. I wasn't...
I understand what you're saying.
Yes. You're right.
I have to be
you're
this way with myself
right.
just on something because sometimes, we start to make excuses for ourselves with our thinking. It's like, nah, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let nobody slide up in no party and be like, yo, like, nah, I'm good on all that. Like, it don't do nothing. On top of that, it's so many STDs and shit that's out here. Yeah, I'm scared of that shit. Like, yeah. I don't want no parts. No parts.
Because I'm, okay. I have mixed feelings about, again, monogamy, marriage, those things. Mm-hmm. I do want kids, and I know that me wanting kids, having a family and a nuclear family that typically we've been conditioned to think about in America, and it's not just America, but through religion, through a lot of things. I do feel as though that having a marriage is the best thing for children. It's not 100% necessary because we see single parents raise great people all the time. So I'm not even trying to say that at all. But I think that is very vital, that to have two people there that are able to show a child and children balance. And no matter how that balance is shown, I feel like that it should be there. I mean, it's just that one person that can only show you how their way. Mm-hmm. That's it. Like the next person, and I do think that it should be two people. I just do think that, and not only that, a person would a single parent needs help, man. No matter where the help comes from, I think they need help. I don't know. I've never been a parent, so I don't know that. But I just think that they need balance. I mean, like I said, no matter where that balance comes from, I think that two people would just help. But, I mean, that's just my thoughts.
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's 100% true. But still, my key point I always go back to with life, everything is subjective. Like, say the parents don't work out. And then what happens is that parent will get a new partner, that parent will get a new partner. This child now has 4 parents if things work out properly. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
which
like,
I'm not disagreeing with that either.
Yeah,
yes,
like,
yes.
I've seen a lot of people upset about that, but at the same time, I've realized, like, look at your situation. A lot of the times people are blind to it when their parents did the same thing. Like, I have a wonderful stepdad.
Yes.
You feel me? Like, I love this man.
I'm so glad
like,
you said that. Yes.
I love my father too, but
you
know, we have he's in Trinidad. I'm in America. You get what I'm saying? So my stepdad is just like that's my nigga. Like, ain't no other way of saying it. Like, we had that type of relationship, but it's just like, as long as the parents are okay with the situation and the child is not being harmed, anybody else's opinion personally don't fucking matter. That's why
true.
A lot of times when there's shit going on online, I don't say nothing about it because my opinion don't fucking matter. And I don't give a fuck about it because
that too.
I ain't getting paid off of it. I ain't getting no streams. I ain't getting no looks on my website or nothing. So it's just
I like talking, so I'll give my opinion.
You know, seriously, like, I only
like
give
talking,
my
so I
opinion.
give you my opinion.
No. I'm saying I'll give you my opinion when it's a situation like this, and we can have a conversation where it's progressive versus me typing angry as fuck at work, like sin to somebody who I ain't gonna never see in my fucking life.
And then you're not able to get good, true understanding from reading a text because you feel energy when the infliction of how I'm saying certain things, my facial expressions, all of that, all of those things matter. But
I mean, GIFs work.
Yeah, no, but those, you know what? The real memes and GIFs are they're amazing because it literally says something without saying it. It literally, and that's amazing. It's literally fucking amazing. It literally hieroglyphics of 2020. Yes.
Yeah, like that shit. Like, it's been so many times. Like, I'll be sending a text message and like it might be received the wrong way. But if I send like a GIF or like an emoji, something to like back it up, it's like, oh, okay, bet. Because it's the same way they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Yep. One word is worth 1,000 words. Because I could be like, okay, got so many meanings.
Yup. Especially when it's not said. It's not said. Yes, exactly. So getting a little bit back to the conversation a little bit. What are your thoughts on kids? I mean, do you see yourself having a family or anything like that?
Of course, in the future when that becomes a part of the situation. But
yeah, of course. I'm just yes. I understand. Maybe not now.
I love all my friends who have children because I'm able to be like, yo, let me borrow your baby for like 2 hours. I just want to talk to her, like, we can dress up, like. But now I love children's energy simply because it's so pure. Like, it was one time, like I said, when I was going through that real dark ass time in my life, I went to go hang with one of my like best friends, like closest friends in the world, Amira. She had just had her daughter. And we were just sitting there, like, just talking, and she was just chilling, like, and their energy, like I said, is so pure because if you're a good person.
She was at the picnic, the last picnic. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was ready to say because
baby
I think
Marley,
I remember you had put pictures up of the, all right, yes,
exactly.
I'm going, go ahead, my apologies.
No, you good, but now, like, if your heart is pure, baby's energy is going to just magnify to yours, charge you up in a way that you can't really get otherwise because it's no like interjections into the heart or anything of like what I mean by that, because that sounded so crazy. I mean, like,
no, it sounds perfect.
When
actually,
you grow up and you form an opinion, I don't like this, I don't like that. But when you're pure,
you don't have a language. They can't even talk to us in a way that
off of feelings.
Yes, right, correct.
So if you're around a baby and that baby cry, you need to pay attention to what the fuck's going on. I completely get what you're saying. So it's just like. Yeah, I don't know where I was going. Oh, the kids. I love kids.
No, we here. No,
I got a little nephew. I love him. He looks like me, low key. So it's like I can live out my dreams through him right now. Like, that's my little nephew. Okay. But like now I'm not concerned because I tell people this all the time and I don't mean it that way, but like I'm still trying to take care of my damn self. I would be damned if I bring a life into this world and I cannot give it the life that my mom gave me. Because growing up, I don't remember ever wanting for anything. I'm talking about like, now granted, we did work for everything we got, but we had it all. Like I had great grades, room stayed clean, chores was done because, you know, so it's like I want to make sure I can do that and I can't right now. So I feel like I would be doing a disservice.
Real shit. This is a addendum to the conversation. We'll get back to the kids, but I'm so glad you said that because a lot of black kids grew up that way with structure. And I dislike when people act as though that they didn't grow up with structure. They didn't grow up with good parents, yo. Your parents may not literally had money, but they had moral. They had values. They showed you hard work. They showed you so much more than ignorance. So much more than that. And I dislike that a lot, yo, because even me personally, I took a lot of things for granted. Like, for example, now sometimes I'll be like, damn, man, like the way that I treat money is so I don't value it enough. I should say that. And it's because, well, I ain't gonna say it's because I think that it's a part of that reason is because being as a child, I never wanted for anything. Yeah. I worked for certain things, but it was like, okay, you work and you knew you were going to get the reward. Now, when you get as an adult, you can work and not get shit actually, or get less than what you think you should get. So way it's less. Just and it's like I'm starting to learn certain qualities and appreciation for life and stop being so taking my parents for granted and the actual teachings and the things that I'm good for, the accountability, the certain responsibilities. I ain't the most responsible person, but just in general, like sure. It's just like certain things that I have to appreciate the foundations. Yes. And a lot of black families, you got foundation. You may not have a lot of fucking money. Financially, you may be deprived of a lot of things. Yeah. But when it comes to the roots, yo, we were taught a lot of good shit, yo. And don't take it for granted.
Nah, like exactly to basically bounce off the point you say, we may not have had that generational money wealth, but key points in knowledge and the hustle and how to get it is there.
Spiritual wealth.
You get what I'm saying? Like all that shit is there. Like it may not be in the form that we can instantly take to the store and cash out. But if you pay attention to your life, the shit your parents taught you, how they hustle. Like I said, my mom, she not from here. She just recently got like her shit straight. You know what I'm saying? Like to where she was hustling for the past 20 roughly years of my life, maybe 24-ish. Like she just started working for like the shits like not too long ago. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like seeing that and seeing like, okay, yo, you would have went way harder if you didn't have 3 kids to take care of. Not saying it in a bad way, but just seeing what she did with little she had, it's just like, oh, nah, like, can't nobody ever tell me, like, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. It's like, you got me fucked up. You don't know me first and foremost. And that's going to get you in a bad position because now I'm going to target you like, oh, you remember you said this. Now, bro, thank you for that shit because now I'm going to turn the fuck up. Like, that's why I be quiet a lot of, you know how many times, like, I done been in a situation where people doubt me and I'm like, wow, because you couldn't do what you think I can't. You got the wrong one. Like that's not me. Like I sound very humble, but if it's something I want to do and I'm like the passion or the fire's lit behind, I'm gonna get that shit done, and I'm gonna do it past like expectations because first and foremost, you don't know what to expect. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what makes everything like fun because it's just like you don't know. So anything that's done is just like
where do you think that your mom got that drive from? Just it's by happenstance, by coming to America from Trinidad, and I mean, what do you think? So
it's a bit of that. It's just her upbringing. You feel me? The shit she had. When I got older, and she told me the shit that she went through as a kid, dude. I'm talking about like you know how they tell you like kids be like in the orphanage and shit, right? In the Catholic orphanage, and then like up under they be like holding kids in cells and shit like that, and you think that shit is false. That shit is real as fuck. Like she told me about times that she was in situations like that, not up under, but like you know in the orphanage and sitting seeing that, and I'm just like, bro, what? Like how that happened, and I'm here now is a completely different situation. You get what I'm saying? And I never knew any of this shit until I got old enough to where she could sit down and explain to me like, look, let me tell you what's really good. Like, this is how you got it, you know? And it's just like, I thank her for that because like that's why I'm here today. That's why it's like I don't care about doing shit on my own. Like, you know, taking a long way of building a brand that I did by myself that can't nobody say, oh, I handed you this. Ain't nobody hand me nothing for this shit. Like, I may have had a mentor who helped me, and I thank her every time I see her and speak to her. No, I'm talking about, like, I text her all the time, like, yo, thank you. You need anything? Everything Gucci?
No, you
like,
did it by yourself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Yes, I get it.
And that's why I personally try. Like, if somebody who hit me up, they like, yo, I'm trying to start a brand. Yo, I'm trying to do this. I'm like, yo, if you need anything, let me know. I genuinely mean that. Like, I'm not about to design your shit for free. But I'll help you. I'll design it for a low-ass price. I'll fucking plug you into where you can get the shirts, where you can get your printing, where you can get your... You know what I'm saying? Like, get your shit done because it doesn't harm me. I love seeing that. Like, it was a few people who I've done that with, and they are snapping now. I'm talking about, like, every time I see that shit, I'm like, yes. Like, fuck yes. Like, thank you, for taking the information and turning up. Like, it's... Because it's like, all right, bet. Now, I know you're going to put somebody on. And they're going to be even better than what we were before because we know more now and we've given the information. It don't harm me to help. Like, it hurts when you hold on to information that can help the next person. Because you fucking yourself up. Because you're going to be in a situation where somebody got a big-ass plug, but the universe like, remember you ain't give homie that plug to that shit? Why would I give you this now?
I don't know why people operate in that manner. I mean, I think that it's just through trauma. I mean, it's just even back to what we were talking about relationships and love in general. And I mentioned that I had trust issues. It's just literally how you said, don't take that last baggage to the new person. Everybody not the same.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with friendships. It's the same way with just human interactions in general that we usually remember the last person, no matter what the situation may be. And we cannot work like that. I mean, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
You gotta realize it's like this too. Like, all right, so if I got this water, right, and I know you need some water, I'm like, damn, all I got is water. I don't want to give out the water to you because I ain't gonna have nothing. But if we give a motherfucker the water, we're not realizing we got two hands to catch the next blessing. That could be a fucking loaf of bread. You feel me? That helps us progress. So it's just like, hey, man, hey, for real. It's just like, yo, it's I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. When I first started my brand, I was not like this. I was like, no, I don't want to work with nobody. Do it myself, blah, 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 blah. And we all start out that way because that's how shit seems. But it's just like, and don't get me wrong, you're gonna be in situations where you get fucked over. So, of course, use your judgment. Don't just be out here slutting yourself out for nothing. But I'm saying, like, it's going to be times so you could throw somebody an alley to let them dunk that bitch. Do that shit.
Speaking of judgment, for the people with lack thereof, what's your advice for people that could be better at their judgment? Because when it comes to not just only with friendships, not only with business relationships, but just judgment in general when it comes to the next human, what's your advice? Because a lot of people with social media, this is the only reason why it popped in my head. Let me actually give you a little bit background to my question, because I see a lot of people trust anything online. So I usually see if you trust anything online, you'll trust anything in real life.
Yeah.
So
well,
no, I mean, yeah.
I was about to say, I don't want to come off as an asshole, so I'm gonna reword this shit. Me personally, I guess I'm a very energetic person. I go off energy. So if you come to me, first, I'm gonna know if you're lying to me, just simply because like I'm not dumb. Like, I don't know what it is about like being a Scorpio. You have this sort of just like knowing of when somebody, and I don't ever call somebody out on a lie simply because it's like I'll look at you in your face and I'm gonna look at you and you're gonna know I know you're lying. I'll be like, okay. And that's gonna hurt you more than me saying anything because you're like, fuck, what is she? Yes. And that's gonna eat you up. You get what I'm saying? So like, it's really just, it's, you know, that gut feeling they tell you, that solar plexus. If somebody telling you something, then that shit's on fire. Pay attention to that. It's a reason. Because
if you don't know what a solar plexus is, that's the inner sun. The electricity that's in your body, that's what that is. Yo, continue. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You had to put that little disclaimer.
Some of my followers don't know what's going on. So
I want them to listen all the way through it. If you got to research it, please go find out for yourself. I encourage everybody. If I say anything you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, research for yourself, please. That's also key with judgment. Like, so like I said, if it don't feel, if somebody tell you something in your head, you like, don't ignore your conscience. You know what I mean? Okay, I've maybe ignored my conscience like 3 times. Go ahead. The 3 times I've ignored my conscience, it's been some big ass dramatic shit that's happened, and I felt like an idiot after because I knew. I'm talking about like when I say I knew, and I was like, nah, not me. Nah, we good, fuck it. And then I got fucked over.
Yeah, no, that's usually how
you know
it
what
happens.
I'm saying.
Because
so it's just like,
nah, we good. You usually get fucked over because you're not good. You have to convince yourself of the lie that you're telling yourself that you're good. Exactly. That's literally how it usually works.
You know, don't ignore your conscience. And even deeper than that, once you start paying more attention to your conscience, then look into training your subconscious. That's a whole different level. You get what I'm saying?
Level
like
that you don't know.
When you
that's
sleep,
the subconscious. If you don't know,
when you sleep and you got all that music and TV and shit playing, that's getting into your subconscious. You need to watch what you putting into that because then when you wake up, that's controlling your day. I recently learned this. I wonder
why
maybe
people
like
have crazy dreams because I'm the type of person where I don't sleep with the TV on. I don't like sleeping with the TV on.
No, sir.
Even since a kid, I never liked it.
Sir.
Only time I slept with the TV on when I was a kid, when I watched scary movies and I needed to go to sleep and watch cartoons to make me feel okay. That's literally the only times. I'm not that type of person.
Yeah, nah, like because like that's your dream state. That's when your mind is working. You get what I'm saying? Like that's when what moves you when you don't even know why you're being moved. You feel me? Like your conscience is what. If you be quiet right now. And that voice you hear in your head, that's your conscience.
What's your thoughts on religion and just getting into? I mean, because not even that. Okay,
we can talk about it.
Okay, leave it. No, and let me even be more frank. Knowing that you're a very unconventional, unorthodox person. What's really your views on religion?
See, this is the thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm. Look,
it's always so funny talking about this because it's like, yo, came a long ass way. So like, most people don't know. It's like I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. Them niggas that was knocking on your fucking door.
Wow,
that was me.
Okay.
Saturday morning. You feel me? So it's just like, I would never knock my mom for putting us in that religion simply because it taught me structure and morals.
That's what I fucking say all the time. Yes.
I'm talking about I can go toe to toe with these people, you know what I'm talking about, because I had that structure, because I know how to handle myself in these situations. You get what I'm saying? I don't look like you, but I'll be in your field and I will goddamn knock you out the arena.
Yes.
You get me? So it's just like, look, I may not have, and I've met some of my best friends in that shit. You feel my business partners, people I still work with, the people y'all see me with now, them same few people, we all came out that shit. So basically, if I didn't get in that religion, wouldn't have met them. So yeah, like I said, just the same people, you know, that I with all the time that you guys know who I be with. I don't have to say their names because they know who they are. Same.
And if they see you, they see you.
That's what I'm saying. And when you see them, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, these are the same people. We've been together for years. Like, and we all respectively in our lanes doing what we need to do. That's the thing too. Like when people say stay in your lane, like we all going to the same destination. We just all got a little different path. You feel me? So shit, might take the jungle. Mans might take the spaceship. Might take the submarine. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna get to where we gotta go.
Yep.
Type. So it's just that. That's just that energy. But religion, I respect it. I personally feel like I shouldn't have to physically show something for somebody else to know that I have a relationship with a spirit or energy who neither one of us can see. And that's going as far as the baptism, because, you know, a lot of people get baptized to symbolize it for other people. Me and my height, we good. We talk all the time. I'm talking about speed dial talk. Like, I ain't gonna hang up the phone because you know I'm about to talk to you in like 2 more seconds. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, I respect it for the good in it.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I completely.
My mom has dabbled in a lot of religions growing up because she didn't live with her mom. You know, she lived with her aunt, so it was Christianity, the Catholic, the Buddhist, like all, like my mom's been in all of them. So she appreciates learning about knowledge, and I think that's where I get it from. Like, I will listen to anybody tell me anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's from your religion, and I want to learn why you feel this way. You get what I'm saying?
I completely understand.
Because then it's gonna help me learn you more, and then I know how to maneuver if I'm in a situation with somebody else who's also in the same situation. Just to have that better understanding of people, because it's like, I don't know everything about everything, but if somebody who's in a different culture can teach me or put me up on game, and I appreciate that. You get me? So, like, I don't knock it. I personally don't agree with certain shit in it, but I didn't, like I said, growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, it was different. So, like, gospel music, we didn't have that. So as I got older, you feel me?
What, secular music or something like
that?
It's
they have their own type of music, but like, let me tell you what it sounds like. Not even being funny. You remember in the Titanic when they had their little church session, they was standing up singing like,
okay.
It's that.
Okay.
It's boring. I'm sorry. I don't mean no disrespect.
No.
Just out of respect for people's faith. You get what I'm saying? No, because then it's like, I'm out here and I'm hearing shit like "Stomp" by Kirk Franklin. That shit
first
lit.
of all, this is why it's no disrespect on your account, because you've experienced it. Yeah. It would be disrespect if you didn't literally have a personal experience with it. You literally been through it and experienced other things, and this is your opinion.
And it's also like those who still in it. I'm not talking down on it or anything.
It's
like
not
that.
nothing about that.
Just
this is your opinion.
Like, you're right. I don't like stepping on people's toes. It's just like, I'm respectful. But I feel what you're saying. Like, I'm not like talking shit because I've been in it.
With this era of the things that and me being all right. With me being a black straight male, right, and being on the internet, it's like we can't say anything. Mm-hmm. Anything we say it's like we're being disrespectful, and I learned to be okay with this. My parents raised me to be respectful. Mm-hmm. I not only that, I like to take the time out to learn things that are unfamiliar to me, and I don't want to be disrespectful. I literally don't want to be disrespectful, even in my ignorance. I don't want to be disrespectful because I don't know everything, and sometimes I will emotionally respond and not think about, just how we talked earlier in the car. Yeah. Sometimes it's certain people that talk way faster than they think, and they do it all the fucking time.
All the time.
Sometimes I do it too. It's a little bit less than the average motherfucker. But in general, I do it. I'm human. So it's times where I will think without thinking about a perspective, thinking about a different perspective than mine. So at the same time of feeling like we can't say certain things because we don't want to be disrespectful. This is my remedy to that. Knowing that I come from a place of respect, if you take it disrespectful, it's because you wanted to. Yeah. You didn't want to hear hear the first of all, you're taking the humanness out of me, because let's hypothetically speaking and say that I am 100% ignorant on a certain topic and I decide to speak on it. That's a human trait. Mm-hmm. You learn not to speak on things that you don't know about. You learn that. You don't know. Yeah. As a kid, you do it all the time. You see some shit that's way over to your maturity level. Then you go and repeat it to some other people. Or you listen to some music that's way older than your maturity level. And you're reciting it. You have no fucking idea what's being said. Me too.
Hey, it was a 112 peaches and cream. I don't even want to say what I said.
But you have no idea what peaches and cream
I know now.
At that time, right?
Hey, I'm talking about, I said, my mom said, oh, don't say that. I was like, what'd I do? Like,
listen,
I'm singing a song.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening to Life, just because you said that. I'm listening to Life Jennings one time, right? And I accidentally cursed because I'm reciting what he's saying. He had said that church became a fucking fashion show. I said fuck in front of my mom. I mean, like I said, the line was church has became a fucking fashion show. Hey. And then I said it has or hasn't, but I literally, like I said, I said something out of line, basically. I mean, and it's just simple as that. I mean, we say things as kids we say things that are over a maturity level all the time, like I had said earlier. But I mean, it's just crazy how, like I said, we are in this era where we just have to really watch what we say. Again, like I said, coming from a respectful place, I honestly don't think that. I think again, back what I said earlier, removing that human error. I mean, the human quality of error, like it's not good for society. Honestly, I know that people do speak in ignorance and willfully speak in ignorance. So we do have to check those people. And honestly, I do think that it's some type of those people that don't want to change. So you're beating a dead horse with that also. So we got to be careful with that. So I mean, it's a lot of things. But what's your take on? I mean, like how you say you didn't want to disrespect anybody with saying that.
Just
with saying your opinion, I should say, but
simply because at the end of the day, don't nobody opinion about anything that you do matters. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying respectfully, if I don't want to call it a gang, but that's your gang that you bang. You down with that religion, you do your thing. It don't matter what I say. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna call it that.
All that shit's a gang.
Everything
is a gang.
My Brandon, who Flashe Reds, he says what he want, and a lot of the times, a lot of the things that he say isn't doesn't sit well with people. So what you don't want to say, I'm gonna say it. It's a gang. Your religion is your gang.
My whole lifestyle don't be sitting right with people. If you want me to be real with you, okay. So I'm used to making people feel uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, it's like that. If you're uncomfortable around me, that's your personal preference. I don't go and be like, rubbing elbows all crazy. Like I'm respectful of everybody. That's why I was just like, let me just let people know. Like, I'm not saying it in a disrespectful way, but just like,
What's your reality in rubbing people the wrong way with your reality? Because just honestly, it was so funny. I was not funny. Just the irony of about to embark on this conversation and having the conversation that I had yesterday, because me and my friends were having a conversation about another conversation that I was having.
Yeah.
And we had talked about how people, like, for example, because what had happened was on Twitter, they had called certain women, or not certain women, but it was a show on Netflix called I forgot what the show is called. Matter of fact, Netflix don't need a plug. Actually, let me be really frank. I don't care what the show is called. When Netflix is paying me, I will tell them. How about that?
You're right.
And Netflix, I hope you see this. Matter of fact,
so Netflix.
Yeah. So man, I'm gonna make this a clip. Matter of fact, how about that? Yes,
Netflix.
So we'll promote you when you promote me. How about that? But anyway,
come on.
And it ain't no beef, baby. I love Netflix. I watch it all the time. So it was this show basically where these people, they never seen each other and they fall in love really quickly.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Well, let me preface it because for the people that don't know, that never seen it. What's the show called?
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. Okay,
yes.
So basically the people go on this show and they don't see each other and they date basically through a pod. And conversation makes them fall in love. Which I'm not saying that conversation and a connection can't make you do that without seeing somebody. I'm not disputing that. But what I'm talking about right now was basically this guy that was on there, he was bisexual, and he had basically came out to the woman that he had proposed to already, which honestly, I think he handled it very wrong. He handled it crazy, actually. Yeah.
Look.
Please.
Do what you want to do. But if my partner, if I'm in I was about to say a regular relationship, a heterosexual relationship.
No, you
correct?
can.
No. I'm saying if I'm dating a man, correct?
Too, but yes.
Let me just put it in that terms just so I can give my perspective. If I'm dating a man, right, we get married, and you tell me after, that's an issue.
Yeah,
because if we supposed to be transparent and you want me to be open and say you love boom boom bam bam, why the fuck you ain't say that shit before? It's as simple as that. Simple as that.
And just how we talked earlier, these things that the truth sometimes isn't easy. Telling the truth, an unpleasant truth, is not easy. It's not. But like how you said, if you want to do something,
but you could have saved yourself a lot of time.
Like how you said, if you want to do something, you'll do it.
You see, it's no excuse. You get my energy now.
Look,
it ain't no excuse.
Look, it circles back around. It circles back around.
You could have been like, look, You don't even know what this person looked like. You could have walked out here scot fucking free. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You could have been like, look, before we do this, I just want to let you know. In the past, I have been attracted to men and women. I am currently not doing that right now. I want to be in a relationship with a woman to start. That's all it took.
Yeah.
And like, bro, she could have been like, shit, that's cool if you ain't on that shit right now because it's just me and you. Or she could have been like, fuck that shit.
You know what I said? I've been talking to my girl and I'm like, because we was watching and I'm saying to myself, you know what? I don't even know if it was a point for him to say that because, I mean, I do get it when I analyze it, but this is why I'm saying this. Let me rephrase it. When I said it out of ignorance, this is what I was saying. I said, yo, I don't even know if it's a point for him to even say that because, shit, if he's marrying this woman, he's not about to be cheating on her, hopefully. He's not about to be in a polygamous relationship because when you married, well, not all marriages, but a typical marriage, you're signing up for monogamy. So you're going to be with a woman for the rest of your life. You're signing up for that.
You don't want to know, like, if you are, okay, if y'all dating.
No, I'm not saying that I don't want to know.
No, that's what I'm just saying. Like, it's like, yo, it's a difference if y'all just dating, talking, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You are marrying somebody. You get what I'm saying?
I told you that was my ignorance talking
No, you
initially.
good. We just speaking on this shit. Yeah, that's why I'm just. And then he got mad at her. It's like, look, she didn't even flip like that. She was like, so.
Wrong. She didn't.
Bro,
she said, I'll be there for you. She said, I'm willing to work it out. And this nigga called her a bitch. Go throw the ring. I said, yo, he owe her an apology. I said, yo, he owe her an apology, yo.
It's just simply out of respect. It's like, look, she did not react how the average person would have reacted.
Yo, she reacted fucking great, if you ask me. And maybe I'm tripping because
like, nigga, what?
Yeah, look, because because I'm not a bisexual man, so I cannot say whether she reacted good or not. But from me, she reacted fucking great.
It don't matter what what you like, none of that shit. Human reactions. If anybody tell you anything that you're not expecting to hear, that's like. It's just like, bro, if you got into an agreement with somebody and they told you some smack that shit you didn't know, and then instead of you being like flipping, she was like, okay, so let me she took
let the nigga cry, everything.
You get what I respect her for that simply because she didn't have to react like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like. That's what I was saying. Like, look, if they was just dating and talking cool, you don't gotta really. You might not feel comfortable. That's cool because y'all not there. But if you are saying, "Hey, let's join lives together. Let's ring this shit." What? Nah, that's something you need to know. Like,
and my point on bringing that up was that people called, and honestly, I really think that she would have worked it out, but his reaction made her not want to work it out. But the conversation on social media, you can kill it actually. The conversation on social media was about whether she was transphobic or not transphobic, but homophobic. And I'm like, yo, how do you? I don't see.
Bruh,
go ahead, I'll let you talk. I apologize.
I'm sorry. No, what I'm saying is I just had recently watched like the little fucking what do you call it, reunion?
Oh, I seen the reunion too.
Hey, and she simply you disrespected me. Yeah, she at the end of the so what's going to say for any matter that you won't get upset again and do it again? Yeah. You got one time to show him what the fuck is really up.
Yeah, you called out her name.
I'll forgive you.
I ain't saying you can't get mad, but you went to the length.
And it wasn't necessary. It is a whole nother thing if somebody's actions make you do something. You get me? But if she's like, wait, you what? You like, oh fuck that bitch, boom. It's like, bruh. And then you gonna talk about her wig and all the shit. It's like, bruh, so you mean to tell me you just piling up ammo on the cut? That's shady as fuck, in my opinion. But my opinion don't matter. You feel me? That's why it's like, look, I don't tweet about shit. I don't talk about it unless we're in a conversation. Because it's like, it was too shady. It was too shady. It's like, that's what's with your wife. And you won't tell her like, yo, babe, I don't mean this in the wrong way, but like, it be shown a little bit right there. How can we fix this? You get what I'm saying? But that wasn't the energy. That wasn't the energy.
Yes, to further say that the real reason why I brought that up is because it's a sect of people that are within the LGBTQ community that they blindly place certain titles on people because they have a preference. I personally think a lot of people's preference in general, not just when it comes to that, but just in general, is rooted in ignorance. So a lot of people say they have a preference when it's really rooted in you not understanding. You didn't take the time out to understand first to even have a preference. Subjective.
Everything is subjective.
Yeah, but I don't like. I'm gonna speak for me. Let me. I'm gonna speak for me. I really truly dislike when people have a blind preference. I don't like that. I literally
a blind preference, yeah, for sure.
And I've had, especially when it comes to me being a straight male and trying to understand gay men. I've had an ignorant preference before, a ignorant just ideology of what it was. But I said, yeah, you know what? I want to understand it. I want to take the time out to not only understand the reality of a person, but understand the history of it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I want people. I don't think that people understand the history of humans and the history of anatomy, the history of a soul.
Yeah.
And spirits, and they don't, and then that's where the shit. Because majority of people that are that I would classify as homophobic or not even just social phobic. That's what I would like to say, because it's fat phobic, there's homophobic, there's a lot of phobics out there. When
people just be scary as fuck for no reason. For no fucking reason. Just want to title something to be like, I'm a fucking phobic. You phoophobic. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Mind your damn business. Yes. But, you can't say that to everybody.
Yeah, and so, I think this too. I even think that just calling it phobia. And matter of fact, you can clear this up.
And faux mean fake, so that shit fake anyway.
You clear this up for me before I get to the point that I was trying to. Phobia. Because when people say homophobic, I don't think that it's a fear. Personally, I don't know that it's people that out there that don't operate the way that I operate.
Let me give you a perspective on it. Let me give you a perspective on it.
Clear it up for me, please.
How I personally feel.
Thank you.
And this is just with my living my life as, because I'm gonna be real with you, like, I feel like this is a whole like.
Converse. We here. We talking
it's
that talk.
It's a lot. Okay, so.
Yeah, we talking that talk.
I've always been interested in women, like, since kindergarten. It's not like, you feel me? And it's like, it's not that I'm not interested in men, but I'm not sexually attracted to men. And people find that to be an issue. And I'm just like, I like what I like. It is what it is, right? But like, I personally feel like those who are homophobic fear it for the reaction for themselves. You're upset. You don't like that this person, you don't like that this man is kissing this man for what? For what reason? Because you don't want to see it? Because you can't do it? I don't know any other way of if I see two people over there doing their thing, I'm like, that love. Y'all do that, and I'm going to keep walking. I'm not about to be like, oh, yeah, I need to stop it. For what? Mm-hmm. For what? It don't make no fucking sense. So I personally feel like it's a self thing. It's you have these suppressed feelings, and like something like people got to realize, like, all this shit is a spectrum. It's no just one thing. Like I said, it's a lot of type of apples.
I was just about to say, we talked about that earlier, like, when it was, and that's what I want people, and it's especially heterosexual black males to understand that. And like I said, it took time for me to understand it. So I get that people are ignorant and then they want to stay in their ignorance. That's what wanting to stay in ignorance is something that I don't.
Sometimes it feels safer, but it's not.
Yes.
And it's because you don't know. It's that not knowing, that having of that not understanding and not knowing what the fuck is out there, what's going to happen also too, because like we're so quick as humans to judge versus saying, I'm proud of you for taking a stand. It's why you do that? Why you do this? And it's like, why the fuck you ain't do it?
If you really felt that way, why didn't you? No, for real. No, for
you get real. Me. You, that's why it's just like, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, the whole phobia thing is just, I personally want, like, if you like men, like men. If you like women, like women. If you like both, like both. If you're attracted to intelligence solely, fuck them smart women. Fuck them smart nerds. Fuck all the nerds.
Yeah, whatever.
You feel me? If you like people who got big ass titties and no ass, you find all of them, you love them. If you like the opposite, you do that. If you like tall men who look like statues, it's something for everybody. Let people love who the fuck they want to love and mind your goddamn business. And that's my point.
When you discriminate, that takes your preference away.
Yeah,
that's my issue. And that's what I was really trying to say. Because like I said, I've been ignorant in my preference, and I don't mean preference in men, because I'm not homosexual, so I'm not even saying it in that way, but I'm saying it in the way where my preference in what I wanted to accept, what I wanted to understand. That's what I mean. And I think that a lot of people have ignorance in their ignorance in that just because they don't want to understand it. So you're not going to. You're literally not going to take the time out to realize that fuck a lot of shit that you think. And how about this? That everybody starts off as a woman in the womb. So okay, let's take it from there.
I got a funny story about that too.
So are you gonna tell me that when did your soul come in? Because if you're a male, you obviously transition in the womb to be a male. Your the clitoris became elongated, it became a penis. Your ovaries came out, that became your testicles, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. When did your soul come in? Let's hypothetically speak and say that it came in later than, or might even been earlier. Whatever the time came in, it didn't match up with how your body was changing in the womb. You didn't even know yourself outside of that. So how are you going to tell the next person that they can't feel the way that they feel when you don't have that reality?
Yeah, just to piggyback off that really quick so we don't lose the topic. You want to know something so crazy that my mom told me when I got older and it always puzzled me? She told me that when she was pregnant, they told her she was having a boy. And I am a woman. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and that's all. It puzzles people all the time. It's like I simply I'm not one of those women who like.
So the whole time if she was 2020 and had a gender reveal, you would have been the blue balloons. You would have been the blue smoke.
That's what the fuck I'm like, bro. What the fuck? It's like, look. Okay, all right. I personally feel like the universe is like, nah. You know what? Let's switch that one. It'll do better this way. And I personally feel like I'm able to knock down more fucking walls and all that shit as a woman simply because every fucking thing is against me. I am a black gay woman. That's everything the world hates. You get what I'm saying? So black, it's like
a woman. And gay.
You know,
I'm putting it in perspective for the people
that don't be understanding. Yes. Like, look, when I'm like going through life and it's just like, yo, I have to understand these things. Like I said, it fuels me. Like that shit motivates me because it's like at the end of the day, like the only way you can stop me is taking my life away. And so God got a plan for me, so that shit is.
It's so funny that you broke it down that way because my father. He's been in church and he brought him and my parents brought me into church. But my father always say, yo, you know what? I don't believe the things that they say about people in homosexuality that they choose it. Because he says, yo, let's be real. Who the fuck is choosing to be all the things that society hates? Who the fuck is like, let's really have an honest conversation.
I mean, it's just like at the end of the day.
Like, no.
I'm gonna let my bad. I'm sorry.
Like how because what you just said that it even put more in perspective the things as a kid that he was telling me because he literally been saying these things since I've been a kid. My father is the reason why I question religion. My father taught me, and I'm going to say it. I'm not gonna say it. Fuck Tariq Nasheed, but he introduced me into hidden colors, into questioning religion, questioning white supremacy, all of that type of stuff. So like it's certain things that prior to being introduced into hidden colors, he's always told me, yo, it's okay to question. The Bible tells you not to question God, but I'm telling you to question.
Man,
I'm your father, and I'm telling you to question.
I got a lot of questions. And I ask them, I find out. I'm not one of those people. I did not lose that part of my childhood. If I got a fucking question, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna find out.
And a lot of people lose the child in them, and they become adults, and then they become a lot of the things that literally goes against everything that made them. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was just taught to question things, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with questioning a lot of things. But that, like I said, that's the exact reason why I took the time out to learn about all the things that I didn't understand. I literally didn't understand. I mean, and it, again, going back to when it comes to just the spectrum of sexuality, the spectrum of not just sexuality but humans, because a lot of people are closed-minded when it comes to that. They literally only think about they only think about the differences of humans when it comes to sex. When truthfully, I've met gay men that they're virgins. They literally never had sex with anything.
Facts.
But they still identify with being gay. So stop saying that it has anything to do with sex. Sometimes it has nothing to fucking do with that.
You like what you like at the end of the day. Like, you can't be upset that somebody likes pink and purple and yellow just because you like red and blue and green. it's options for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, it's as simple as that.
And I think that, like I said, people got to respect it. And then I just have been privileged enough to be able to not only just question shit, but really a lot of what's important to a lot of people. God is important to a lot of people. And my parents, and specifically my father, been able to, all my life, been teaching me to question religion, something that's the most important to everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like, I literally been indoctrinated in religion and questioning these same things that I'm supposed to hold as values and morals and stuff like that. So I mean, it's crazy to see the world that I see now, and people just push. They continue to push ignorant agendas, or they push certain agendas that are just completely blind. You feel one way and you think everybody else should make a safe space or say things that cater to your opinion, but you don't give a fuck about nobody else's. It's a real world. I mean, it's a real weird space right now when it comes to that. But like I said, I just was speaking from that heterosexual black male perspective when it comes to watching what I say, et cetera, et cetera. But like I said, at this point in time, I'm like, fuck it, because I know that I'm not coming from this place of malice. I'm not coming from this place of ignorant. Well, let me rephrase it. I'm not coming from this place of willfully wanting to be ignorant. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. So it's like, if I do say something wrong, correct me. Simple as that.
See, I mean, most people don't feel that way. They feel like they're right and they're only right. I, at one time, was that person. I was no, like, my opinions is right because I said so. And that's subjective. Like we've been saying this whole interview, like, everything is subjective. Like, I might feel this is right because of this reason. But if you turn 90 degrees this way and look at it from this perspective, it'll change your whole final answer, So it's just like, just having that understanding of just like really realizing that everybody is doing what they feel is best for them in the moment. Now some people, granted, might take a little bit deeper look at that and look past just like the current physical, you feel me, what's like boom right there in the front, but like everybody's doing what's best for them. It's what they feel is best for them. And they might step on our toes. They might hurt our feelings. They might, you feel me, cut us deep. But, like, time heals all. We'll be okay. Like, I don't want to minimize it. If you ain't dead, you all right. Yeah, if you ain't dead, you all right. No, that's true. Minimize it, but it's just like, hey, our feelings going to get hurt. But that's a part of being human. That lets you know that you're alive. Like, that shit hurt. Damn, let me bounce back. Let me do better. Let me not go out sad next time, So it's all learning. And even though we said what we said about religion, one thing that we have been taught is God won't put you through nothing that you can't handle. Yeah, so, I mean, so certain teachers, regardless if you religion or not, some of that shit is just true. Yeah, I mean, it's just the laws of the universe. That's what I simply like to call it. Like, we know certain things will happen if you do certain things. You get what I'm saying? If you make 4 right turns, you're gonna end up in the same spot.
A fact.
You get me?
Yeah,
so it's just
certain who
shit
you are.
You cannot you cannot get around it. And that's just one of the things of life. Like, everything you're going through, you're meant to learn something from it. Even like, I'm dealing with the most wild situation now. It's so out of my hands that I cannot do anything. I'm talking about to the point of, I feel to a certain extent helpless, but I also feel like at the same time it's testing the fuck out of my faith. Because when it first happened, I was like, yo, what the fuck? But now it's like, 2 or 3 days have passed. I'm like, okay, God got me. We good. I don't know how the fuck we going to end up out of this situation. I don't know how we going to get out of this, but we good. Like, I'm not about to worry about it. Because if I worry, then I feel like that's me going against my beliefs. That's me going against everything I done prayed for. Like, granted, I might not be quote unquote religious, but I pray multiple times a day.
I don't think that's religious. I mean,
but most people look at it like that. They're like, who do you pray to? This, that, and the third. It's like, look, like I said, my relationship with the Creator don't got nothing to do with you. Even deeper than that, they say we were made in God's image. When I look in the mirror, I see a black woman. So who I identify as my God might not be the same person you identify with, and that's perfectly fine, as long as you're doing what you need to do.
That's I personally think that's the whole point of that verse of saying, hey, we were all created in God's image, in the sense of, hey, we're all not the same, but within you is this all-seeing entity, like this omnious presence, like it's there. And even with Jesus, even with Muhammad, all of these people that were put here to religiously put here to show the way, to give God. It's even with speaking more specifically with Jesus, how people that's God in the flesh. So he's literally here for us to realize that we're not perfect. Yeah. Whether you subscribe to that doctrine or not, guess what? You're not perfect. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say this really quick. Even deeper than that, as far as the Bible, like those who follow it verbatim, that's cool. Do your thing. But I actually got 2 points about that. One is they change our history books like every year, correct?
A whole lot.
But something
a whole lot. I don't know if
that
it's every
controls
year, but a whole lot.
You know what I'm saying? But like
lot.
as far as the religion thing, we have one book. We stick to the same rules, contrary to everything else around us changing. It's just like, come on, at their time period, everything that they said was of the now. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's morals and shit that I personally feel like stories you can go. And when I say stories, even deeper than that, the perspective of the Bible feels like a Twitter feed. And what I mean by that is like, you only get it from one side. Like, so you mean to tell me Adam and Eve was here, then they just seen some other people? What about the other people's story? Why we don't get so we got these people that just moved in and these fools just ate from the fucking tree. Now shit is going haywire. Where is that side of the story? But then again, that's just me in my mind thinking, because I'm questioning in the religion like we was speaking about earlier versus just taking the shit in. It's like, just give me an answer. Like, just kind of direct me into a way to go versus saying like, oh no, we're not going to talk about that. Stop talking about that. We're focusing on it. That's why I had to step back from religion, because it was too, I don't want to even say controlling, but like, if you don't fit in this box, we're kicking you out. And I ain't never fit in no boxes. You get what I'm saying? I checked off a lot of shit. You were out. Always. Yeah. And I'm cool with that. At first, I used to be like, damn, like, why I always feel like the eyeball out. But then I started to realize, like, it's because, like, like I said, we was talking in the car, to a certain point, like, every aspect of my life is different. Because, granted, I do have black skin in America, but my parents are from Trinidad. So my growing up, my culture, it was different than the average. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
It's not African-American culture.
It's not. It's not. And now in my 20s, my late 20s, learning and doing different shit, and I'm like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing these, like, urban movies that everybody has seen and known, I'm like, oh. So that's what you guys been talking about. Like, this is hilarious. You know? It's just, like, little shit like that. But it like I said, it always boils down to me and my understanding, and my perspective, and how, like, my opinions and my projection of what I've seen and what I've been through and what I've learned and all of that, my life in a sum being put to the front.
So in a sum, let me ask you this. Coming from the conversations that we have had right now, what do you want people to take from Lil'Berated, Chelsea, or Vinci, whatever they want to refer to you as? What do you want them to take away from this?
That I'm human. Because a lot of times I don't feel like people think that I'm human. And I don't mean that in like no ha-ha way, but it's like people come to me like, oh, I didn't know you was going through this. And I'm like, yo, I'm probably going through it a little bit worse than you. I just have mastered the art of what I want to put out. The projections, you don't always want people to come around you and feel that you're going through shit.
Yeah, of course.
Because like,
yes, of course,
their energy might not be able to handle it. And then that's going to send them down a path of being sad. And it wasn't even intentional, So it's just like, I'm human, I fuck up. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. Let's just be progressive. Like, that's always my biggest thing. Like, because we going to step on each other's toes. Like, shit ain't going to always be, like, kosher all the way through. But, like, let's be accountable for what the fuck we did, good or bad, and grow. Like, yep. I really don't have much to say outside of that, seriously, because it's like, as I get older, it's like, okay, If I did it, I did it. If I didn't, I didn't. I'll learn. I'm not afraid to admit my mistakes anymore because ain't nobody perfect. On top of that, the faster I admit my mistake, the faster I learn a lesson in order to grow. And from learning that lesson, I apply it. Versus just like, it's anything to read a fucking book. But if you don't read that book, then put that shit into action, what the fuck are you doing?
Nothing.
Besides wasting fucking time.
Yeah, nothing.
You get me? Like, it's
They say knowledge is power, but it's actually applied knowledge.
Yeah, applied. It's
applied
like,
knowledge is power.
Legit, it's like, shit, somebody can hand you a check for $1 million, so you can have that check sitting right there. But if you don't go cash it, what the fuck is it worth?
Nothing but a piece of paper with your name on it, somebody else's name on it that says that, hey, this is yours.
Exactly, dude. Like, it's just
yours.
I just been learning so much, like, within this past year, between like 2018 to now, like, because my life changed dramatically, but it was everything I needed to go through, like that whole like ego death thing that people talk about.
But is your biggest lesson perspective? Because I mean, you talked about that a lot throughout our conversations.
Yes,
so.
Because I was always one-sided on my perspectives. Because we all are. You cannot expect somebody.
You're one human.
Exactly. You cannot expect somebody to think in the mind of somebody else when we cannot take ourselves outside of our body. A lot of the time, it's like, look, I want this, and I ain't changing. But like I said, even that, being in relationships, you feel me? The compromise aspect of it. Once you with somebody who realizes, like, look, I want this, and let's work towards this together, you're gonna realize, like, look, like, it's not that deep. Like, you don't have to go to the left. You can go to the right. It's the same shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's and a lot of the times it's just ourselves being ignorant to the fact that we be an ass. I've had that issue before. I can be an asshole sometimes. I work on it. Like,
that's just me.
It's very few times I'm intentionally an asshole. Like, if somebody is poking the bear, it's gonna react. You get what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, if I fuck up or if I realize, like, you know, I might have had an interaction with somebody and I might go home and I'm replaying everything and I'm like, I should have handled that differently. I have no problem going to the person saying, hey, look, I don't know if I offended you, but this is how I feel about it, and I'm sorry. I don't even know if you thought that way, but it crossed my mind, so I just want to let you know, like...
This is why I'm here.
Yeah, because you got to control the narrative of yourself. Like, with social media and the internet and all the shit like that, we often just let people think whatever. And sometimes we have to. We cannot control everything, but at the end of the day, you can set the tone from how you are received by people.
You're absolutely right. Just because I don't want to not converse about this, Lil'Berated. When's the project coming out?
I forgot about that.
I didn't. Look, let me talk that talk, okay? Look,
we talking about some real life shit. Let me make sure
we reel this back up. Lil'Berated. When's the music coming out? You again, like how you said earlier, a year ago, Zebra came out. So catch us up to speed. All
right. So, Forever Volume 1. I mean, for VR, like I said, it's forever. I essentially want to make songs that no matter the time, no matter the generation, you could play it and still crank. I listen to songs from 60s, 70s, the 80s, the 90s, because a hit is a hit.
Yep,
you get me?
Where it's at.
So my whole thing is, if it's not a hit, if it's not something, like I said, I can play a year later and it still rock, I'm good on it. And then also, for VR is for Vinci Records. You get what I'm saying? Everything's symbolic. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is just a little...
Okay.
Whatever, everything is connected because, like, with the music, it's still branded under Vinci, but it's under Pink Moon Tunes, which essentially I'm dropping it on the 11th. The original idea was to drop it on the 8th. The
11th
Passover.
of what? April?
Oh, yes, the 11th of April.
Right.
My bad. April 11th. The original plan was to drop it on the 8th, the Passover. But I decided to wait a few days, you know, respect, just to let the Passover pass over.
I got you.
Plus, it was a Wednesday, and it's Good Friday is on the 10th, so I'm like, let me do the 11th. Plus, you know, the 11th with the brand, you know, the 11, the immortality, and all that. 11, me graduating 2011, like, dude, all stuff, like, the older I get, the more I realize, like, I don't care what nobody say. I'm here for a purpose. All the shit going on in my life is not by chance. I'm here putting this body in Charlotte. Because like I said, my people are not even from America. We could be anywhere in this fucking world. Most people from the islands go to like London and shit. I could have been up there with Skepta. You feel me? Like up there with them.
For real.
BBK type vibes.
No,
but it's like
you.
I'm in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Even deeper than that, like even me researching the Queen of Charlotte and just seeing where she came from and all that, I started to pay attention like, okay. So, I mean, you know, I'm excited. I'm so excited to put the music out because, like I said, it's a side of me that a lot of people don't know because, like, yeah, I do the art. I love doing anything creative. Like, I have so many ideas, like, to the point where I be giving people ideas. Like, if you have a brand and I feel like it'll work, it don't hurt me to tell you, you know? Do we need to change the time?
Okay. We good. Yeah, I just was checking it. We
good.
Cool. We good.
But yeah, it's an exciting process. And then all 4 of the songs on there are produced by Brio. Like we have so much music that is not even funny. Like I'm talking about like.
And Brio been in his bag recently too.
Bro, first and foremost, to even have the chance to work with Brio, because like if you've been in Charlotte.
It's a select few. I know. Look,
you get what I'm saying.
I did a podcast with Brio, right? And look, and people don't even know I lost the fucking video. It's crazy. I have the audio still. I still have the audio. Whatever. I even told him, I'm like, look, if you want to put out with one of your projects, you got it. Like I don't even care because this is Jay Reed too. I got a podcast with Jay Reed. The last 15-20 minutes of the interview, I lost the footage. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah. So I haven't put it. I have all the audio. It's just like
that's what I'm saying. Like these are people who like I grew up with, and it's just like we all are so serious about everything we do.
Yeah. No, it's
been a long ass process. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like you know, but that's what makes it fun. Like at the end of the day, like. We all do what we need to do for our brands for them to grow. To when we have the point of we having the factories and a bunch of people working for us, it's going to be like they're going to love working, you know, because they're going to understand like this is not a clothing line. This is a family. You get what I'm saying? It's like, that's why it's like I love everything that's going on right now with the attention that Charlotte is getting. Simply because like everybody doing shit from the music to the clothing to the art, like I fucking love it because it's like Charlotte got something to say and you either gonna listen or you gonna hear us, but regardless it's gonna go. You get what I'm saying? You either gonna listen and be attentive
or you gonna hear us anyway
and try to shut it down, but you can't because it's so fucking loud.
Yep.
Because it's so many. It's on energy. Like it's not nothing you can compare it to. Like granted, yes, we are in the South and there's a lot of shit popping in the South. All love to all that, but like Charlotte's energy.
Charlotte different.
Come on, man. Nah, bro. Like
Charlotte is just different. Like how you said, I mean, everything is just aligning at this point in time. It's a different climate. Like how you said, I mean, it's a very perfect time for a lot of people to be popping right now.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
the point that
get back to what you were saying. Get back to what you were saying. It's cool.
Something I realized like not too long ago is like, okay, when you look at just the history of Charlotte. You feel me? Like that Hugo shit happened maybe like 28, 29 years ago. Like I'm 27. So that makes a lot of sense why Charlotte is now like getting the attention and recognition. Plus with the technology and all that shit, it's like, yo, perfect timing. You get me? So it's just like, I want Charlotte. Look, if you doing something right now, music, clothing, like I said, whatever you doing, do the fuck out that shit. Do that shit. Hashtag the fuck out that shit. Let people know who you are, what you represent, because there's so many eyes looking. And you know how many times, like, people I don't know have hit me up like, yo, I see you. I recognize this. I love this. And I'm like, I would have never known who you were if you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
the appreciation that we need because we look for a lot of that validity from people that we know. But truthfully, man, it's so many eyes. Even if they don't like it, even if they don't act like they seeing it. Matter of fact, even if they got you blocked, they probably still watching your shit.
Still seeing it.
Yeah. So it's a perfect time for anybody that's doing anything to realize that all eyes are on Charlotte.
Yeah, like. We've been knew that, but it's even more so now. You get what I'm saying? Just to the point of like, it's foolish not to turn that shit up a little bit more right now. Like this summer, like, hey, I've been real quiet.
All right, look, do your thing.
For a reason. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, I've been silent. I'm letting people do what they need to do. Pipe their shit. Get right, please.
Because I'm going to be here is what she said. I'm going to be here.
I'm raising the bar again.
I'm going to be here.
Like, that's my, like I swear, like, with this music shit, it's so different. It's because first and foremost, like...
April 11th, right?
April 11th, bro.
There we go.
I'll play you some of this shit too, just so you like. As I need you to feel me, so like you understand. It's just like, bro, it's so different because it's like the subject matter in which I speak on. I only talk about shit I've been through. Like, it's very few times I'm gonna say something I can't connect with because it's fake to me, and I don't do fake because I don't know how to be fake.
Like I told you earlier, you're just not that type of person. I don't get that. Like,
I'm
you're
not
just not
like,
that type of person.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, granted, I might have been around gang activity and drugs and all this shit, but it's like, y'all hear that enough. Let me tell you about some love. Let me tell you how this love make me feel to a fire ass beat and have you like bouncing.
I tell
you know what I'm
all
saying?
The time,
like,
I'm tired of rap,
man.
Because of that not rap in general, because all rap isn't about that, but just that subject matter. I'm tired.
If you want me to be real,
I'm tired.
If it's anybody that they gonna say like, oh, you remind me, or you, please compare me to Missy. That's the only person. Like legit, like.
I hear that. Look, I hear that.
That's the only person that I will not trip about because I get so much inspiration from her.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
from Aaliyah, from Pharrell, like all like Pharrell, Timberland, Aaliyah, you know, Missy, like all of them. Like these are all people that I've studied. Like if you listen to Zebra, bruh, I say at the end of Zebra, I say rocking the boat, back, forth. That's 2 different Aaliyah songs for a bar. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, it's little stuff. But it's like, Missy, we gonna work together. Pharrell, we gonna work together.
You see it.
Timbo, we working together. I'm working with everybody. Like,
what they call this manifestation?
Of course. Because it's like certain shit, like it's feel good music. Like I can't tell you the name of no instrument. I don't know what a synth sounds like or none of that shit. Like I'm not lying. I can write my music like
transparency.
Like when I made a few beats before and it's fun, but like I don't want to tap into that yet. And be like, oh, I produce, because I don't. I make what sounds good to me, not even feels good. What feels good and what sounds good, because I'm going off how I feel.
Sound is a feeling.
Because like I said, at the end of the day, I started as a dancer. So if this beat don't move me, I'm not making no song to it. I can't rap to it. I can't find the melody. I can't do none of it. I mean, I can, but it ain't going to be... Like with Zebra, like, Izzy played the beat. I heard it. I said, whoa. He sent it to me. Because he was there that same night he gave it to me. He left. I listened. I freestyled like 2 times. And I recorded this shit on my laptop. And then from that recording, I went back and just plugged in actual words. But everything was basically there like that. It's a song called On My Way. Did the same shit with that. Like the same night he said, I think I finished that song like an hour. I've never did that before. And I thought I needed to redo it. He was like, oh, no, this shit's perfect. I was like, what? He's like, no, don't redo nothing. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, no, this is it. And I'm like, I'm gonna trust you because you're real.
I was going to say, you got to trust Izzy.
My man said it's good. It's good. I'm not going against your judgment, but it's just like I'm learning so much more, you know, as I go on, how like, you know, to put together a song, because it's all different feelings, you know, with all this music. Like I want, when you listen to my shit, like, because it's certain artists I go to listen to like when I'm in moods. You get what I'm saying? If I'm in like a turned up mood, there's certain artists I'm gonna go to. If I'm in I need to work and focus mood, there's certain artists I'm gonna go to. With my shit, when you need to feel good, you want to feel yours. Like that's, I want you to play my music.
Like how you say you talking about love on beats that
like,
make you move, that make you dance,
like
that make you feel. So
you're gonna be bopping that shit. You're gonna be like, damn, I am in love with myself. I do feel good right now. Like I do want to go accomplish my goals. You get what I'm? Because that shit is cool.
No, it is
cool.
Doing the things that fulfill you, accomplishing your goals, which usually fulfills you, does make you feel good.
Yeah.
That actually, let me. I'm not no doctor, but the remedy to all stress and anxiety is doing what you love. I know it for a fact.
Yes.
Doing things that make you feel good don't make you feel bad. I know that for a fact.
That's why people like get indulged in their guilty pleasures because it makes them feel good. And it's nothing. There's nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with your guilty pleasures.
Just be
right.
balanced, baby. Like just like you feel me, work your ass off, but then still take your breaks. Take your personal care days where you say, you know what, I ain't replying to nobody's text. I'm finna drink 3 cups of wine. Get on my gas and mind my business. You gotta do that Sundays. Like shit. Like and that's a message to all creatives too. Like don't overwork yourself. Nope. I've been a victim of almost overworking myself.
Trying to do everything. Trying to do everything.
You know what I'm saying? And then you sitting there, tap the fuck out. You angry. You sad. You need a hug, and don't nobody fucking know that because you like, no, I want to work. Like, nah, come on, bro. We human. We human. Like, don't burn out, and then the world will never know your gifts and your dreams because you didn't balance yourself properly. Like, and it's just not even creative. Just humans, period. We get so wrapped up in, like, accomplishing our goals that we don't realize. Like, some days, don't open that damn laptop. Don't touch that sketchbook. Go outside. Go stare Go look at the grass. When the last time you looked up at the clouds? You know, the clouds and the formation they are in, they will never be like that again. So, like, when we see, like, that little cloud shake, it'll never be like that again. Are you serious? Once I learned that, like, a minute ago, I was like, whoa. Yeah. So, this is so, like, in the moment. Like, so
basically saying no one day is the same.
No one day.
I don't give a fuck how familiar this situation is. It's no one day the same.
Never. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. We miss so much because we walking around like this. Yep. You know, sometimes I go out and I don't even take my phone out of my pocket. I'm looking around and I see so much. Even with that, like, perspective, like, I was in the car the other day, but I'm normally in the driver's seat, but I got the passenger seat, right? And I put my seat back just a little bit, and I could only see, like, up, and it was so peaceful, because I only seen the nighttime sky. It was so peaceful, because it's just like, wow, like, once you're not distracted by distractions, because distractions can be anything, good or bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, they all out there. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Here. Like, sometimes you got to just take a step back and be like, wow, like, I'm in this bitch, in this skin, like this flesh vehicle. You feel me? Like this skin and these bones and this like material
moving
for
at
a reason.
Hundreds and hundreds of miles an hour now as we speak.
And it's so many of us doing the same thing, living, trying to live, trying to find our happiness, trying to find our purpose. And it's like, look, we just gotta accept everybody.
Yeah. Like, no, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. We discussed a lot, and I know this won't be this first one won't be the last one.
Oh, definitely,
I already know that.
Definitely.
Just because life will change, we will progress. I will mature, you will mature.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot more that's happening in our young years of 20-something years old. We ain't even hit the 30 mark yet. So
dude, I'm talking about like. I'm excited to turn 30. They say your life really starts when you turn 30.
That's why I'm really excited.
I'm ready to get out of these ghetto ass 20s.
The 20s. and I don't even say this, but the 20s is the fucking ghetto.
Bruh.
The ghetto. Yes, it is.
I ain't signed up for this shit, man. Like, come on.
I didn't.
Cut me some slack.
The 30s, please bless me. Please.
I need, bruh. When I think of my 30s, I think of Curry.
Look. And I need a lot of 3-pointers. Hey. I need to come in and take the league by storm. That's what I need to do at the third. Yeah, I need all of that. I need all of that. I'm shooting
and I'm winning. Look, I feel like I've learned a lot in my 20s, and I appreciate it. Every fucking day I'm waking up, I'm learning something new. But this shit is so ghetto.
No, it is.
It don't gotta be this way though.
No, it shouldn't.
I'm gonna stay positive though.
Yeah, of course.
But like,
of course.
This should be stressing me out.
So, would you, if anything, would you want to lead the people with? Obviously, before you do get out of here, obviously tell them your socials, your social media is not your social security, it's your social media. So
yeah, trying to get me.
It is so crazy, it is. That we really, your social media, never mind. Go ahead.
No, you're right.
I know.
Hey, you don't gotta say
it. It just hit me just now. I didn't even think about it. Yeah.
Even down to when we like applying for the jobs, they gotta be like, are you legally allowed to work in the United States?
I'm hearing them. I'm filling out an application and I want to work for your job. Why are you worried about that?
Do you need the help or do you not need that? But anyway, I ain't trying to be working for too much longer. When I open up my company, I promise. I promise.
I'm not trying to work for them too much longer, for sure.
Yeah, but all right. So Instagram is at Lil'Berated, at LILBERATED.
For the illiterate.
Lil'Berated. Because sometimes you got to spell it out.
Yeah, for
and
the
I had
literate.
to take my time because last time I spelled it out, I spelled it wrong.
Last podcast I had, I definitely spelled Flashe Ray wrong. I've been saying that for a long time, and I spelled that wrong.
You
so
know,
yes, I
you
get
moving
it.
so fast, you just be like. But then the website, of course, is VenciLove.club. That's VENCHI.
We'll put it up. We'll put it by you. It'll be by you. It'll be by you, and we'll put it right there. Yeah, right there, right there, right where she hold. Right there. It'll be right there.
This is it. That's where you find me, all the information. But yeah, of course we're gonna have everything tagged. But like, I'm gonna just publicly say this in this interview. If you have an idea and you want to work, do not feel like you cannot hit me up. But just understand, it has to make sense. I don't think people understand that. Like, a collaboration makes sense on both ends.
It's a collaboration.
If not, you are hiring me for a job. Either or way, I'm good. We're gonna work. We're gonna get your shit out stellar. But let's work the right way.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it first.
April 4th is lit. You know, all the goods, the listening party, all that. We'll figure all that out when it's time for it. But you know, it's lit. You know, talk that talk. We here talking all that talk.
I appreciate you.
You know it for sure.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, so
right
I appreciate
here
that.
with it,
so
my guy, for sure, definitely.
Again, not at the undisclosed location. We are at the corner with it, man. We are definitely at the corner. Shout out to Vinci. Get your trucker hats. Not only that, but just. What's the website again? So that we
VenciLove.club. Look, guys. If you don't wear trucker hats, that's
Club.
okay. But just understand this. I've been wearing trucker hats for like some years now. So, I mean, all the new brands doing it is cool and it's okay. And I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, recognize.
I was saying we know where it's at.
It's too many colors out here for y'all to be saying. But I'm gonna let that slide. But anyway, we about to drop some real exclusive shit.
Fuck that.
You know, sometimes you got to because when you so quiet and you so humble, people feel like you don't see. And it's like, cool, do y'all thing. But just understand, y'all not gonna knock me down. You get what I'm saying? When you got God on your side and you here for a purpose and everything you doing, you can back up with a explanation. I'm not worried about anything. I am just concerned with getting the right people in the right places. You get what I'm saying? So like, hey, progression. I want to see all of us win. It's too much money out here for all of us to be needed. You get what I'm saying? Way too much, bro. Way too much. So yeah, let's get it 2020. Charlotte, like, we got us. Like, at the end of the day, like, just be understanding. I just want more people to be understanding of each other. You feel me? Like, if you don't leave with nothing that you learned from me or about me or anything like that, just please understand that we are all making the decisions that we feel are best for our personal life. So don't take it personal. Just understand that it'll come back around if it needs to. You get what I'm saying?
That's respectable.
Simple as that.
I hear that. Well,
sure.
With that being said, of course, you know what it is. You know what it ain't. It's your boy Flashe Ray. You know my name. You know my gang. And I'm here with Yavinci.
Yes,
here with Lil'Berated. I'm here with Chelsea Charles.
Wait till y'all see me perform and y'all see this video.
Yeah, but I'm ready.
It's
I'm
so
ready.
many sides.
Yeah,
it's so many. Bro. Ooh,
I'm ready. So you ain't gonna tell me.
I'm so excited. Yes, sir.
But you know my name. You know my gang. And I'm out.
Yeah. That was fire.